Hi, this is Trisha. I am a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to show you how, if you saw my last video, I promised that I was going to show you how to take the card, this card that I created, and I'm going to turn it into a 12 by 12 scrapbook page for you, show you how we make an embellishment for the scrapbook page. So I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight 12 by 12. That comes in the Bold Brights collection of 12 by 12. We can't get it like per sheet. So I use the Bold Brights, and you'll get two pieces of each of the 10 colors inside one package. And then I paired it still with the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. And then we're going to use the same embellishing, or what I created here for the scrapbook page. So we're going to start with the Lost Lagoon, and then again on the Whisper White, or Basic White now, sorry, the Exposed Brick embossing folder. I've already done all of that for you, so you didn't have to watch me. So we're going to create this the same way we did the card, only instead of using the card base, the daffodil base, our base is going to actually be the 12 by 12 scrapbook page, that cardstock from the 12 by 12 scrapbook. Okay, and then you're going to cut 3 strips of the Designer Series paper, and we're going to put one of those, same as we did on the card, right at the bottom of the white. And oh, I like the back side too. That's a tough one. Sometimes the back side's just as pretty as the front. Okay, so we're going to layer that on, butt it right up to the bottom, and then I'm going to stamp. I'm going to use the same sentiment for my scrapbook page. I'm Monkeys About You. I thought this would make a cute summer trip to the zoo. Maybe your little ones, 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. I don't know. I thought it would just be a cute scrapbook page. So there we got I'm Bananas About You. And then we're going to go ahead and put that. That is from the Stylish Shapes dies. There's circles. I think there's squares. All in that same die collection. This is the smallest circle. And then I went and layered it onto a 1 1/4 inch punch of the Lost Lagoon. Then I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals onto the larger circle. Try to stick your dimensionals towards the center because we're going to tuck stuff underneath. So I just put one towards the top and one on the bottom. And then I went ahead and pre-cut some of these leaves already. These come from the Irresistible Bloom dies. So you'll have, I think you can cut 3 of these leaves at once. There's 3 dies, 2 like this, and then one that goes that direction. So I went ahead and already cut a few. I use odd numbers when I do this. I was taught that, and I like the look of it. So I'm going to take the glue dots, and I'm going to glue 3 on this side. Same idea that we did here for the card. And then we'll do 2 on the other. So find the end of my glue dots here. All right. And then we'll just pop one up on top of those. And these were cut from the same Lost Lagoon strips. Okay, I'm going to layer that one like that, I think. Now, there, and then we're going to, our monkeys, so instead of making you watch me color my monkeys too, so the one monkey, the punch will punch them out, but it will only punch this little guy. You actually get 3, one's hanging, swinging from a branch if you want. Then this is the one that it will punch, and this one I fussy cut. So I colored them. We're going to use same colors, the bronze and the ivory. These come in a duo package, and I just liked the color that it colored this little guy. So again, go around all the edges, leaving the center of the ear. We're going to color that in ivory. And then his forehead, under his little chin. So it kind of creates a highlight there on his forehead. And then his arms. Down around his little belly. His tail. Then if you go over it again, you'll get just a little more depth. And then drag it down so that it's created like a shadow in his belly. Okay. And then we will color in with the ivory his ears, and then his little face. And then I just skipped the eyes, went around his eyes. And then anything you want highlighted just a little bit more, you would go back over. Maybe the nose. Okay, and then we're going to punch him out with a coordinating punch. Could have left myself a little more paper to work with here. Had a scrap, so I just punched or stamped him on a scrap piece. Okay, then we're going to punch him out. Okay, then we got our two little monkeys. And then we're going to take that same technique. I used the Sponge Dauber and the Daffodil Delight ink pad. I'm going to just pick up a little bit of ink. Because this is going to cover an area, we can start right in the center and then work our way out just to pick up a little shadow color for dimension. Now, if this was going to show, you would want to start on your grid paper and then work on. But because I'm going to cover that up, again, you can just start in the center and work your way out. Okay, and then see, that just creates a little bit of color for our background. I'm going to adhere that right down to the card, or I'm going to call it a card front because we're going to use it as a scrapbook page. But we're going to layer that right down there. We're going to tuck this little guy behind. Okay. So we will put a little glue under here to hold him in place. And then I'm going to put a dimensional under this side of his face. And then we're going to tuck him back under. We'll keep his hands out. Right about there. And then we'll want him hanging out right about here. So I'll put some glue here and a dimensional under this eye, just to keep him the same level. So I hope you're liking how I'm showing both the card version and the scrapbook version. I actually started as a scrapbooker years ago when my kids were young. I'm going to put a dimensional under his little belly to hold that down. And then I really liked Stampin' Up! And all their color coordinating. I love the designer series paper and choosing my colors from the designer series paper. But I just recently got back into scrapbooking, and I do some classes here in what I call my fungin', and I would love to share with any of you that are interested. If you're local to me, I'm here in Bath, Michigan, and would love to have you come to class, or if this is something you really like, we can do these projects to go. So be sure to check out my blog here, and I'll have more information on getting these to go. Okay, I'm going to take some scrap here, and we're going to punch some of the bananas. We're going to stamp the banana. Again, if you look at your punch and get the direction so that it's easiest. So I want to stamp the banana down, and I'm going to use the Memento ink. I'm going to do the same 3. Okay. And then we're going to color them in with our Daffodil Delight blends. Oh boy. Well, that's not supposed to do that. Okay, let's give this a try again. You know, there's a trick to this. All right. There we go. Well, that was a little surprise. Have the whole thing coming out flying at us. Okay, I don't like how that one's doing that. All right, so I saw someone show me these 3 dots here. If you just hold and snap it up, see how easy that was to open? Simmer down a little bit, and I get it right the first time. All right, so we got those colored in. And then we're going to punch those out. Let's see how, because I stamped them in that same direction. Oops. I want to punch, though, from right to left, because if I would have started over here, I would mess them up. So there we go. That's some confetti. Move that out of our way. And then punch the next one. Oops. And then our last one. There we go. Okay, I love doing these. I love the punches. I like the dies. I love how intricate our dies are, but punches make it so easy. Okay, let's get that mess out of the way. set that aside. And then I'm going to add these to our little cluster with our glue dots. So take our glue dots. Same. I'm just going to lay them all right on here. And then, because they're so small, I'll just pick it up with the end of my snips. Make it a little easier to layer those in a cluster. Okay. Like that. We got 1, 2, 3, 2 little monkeys, 3 little bananas. Okay. All right. So see how we've got that similar, all except for the base. Again, I used our lemon lolly, beautiful ribbon. Comes in a, I believe it's a trio. There's 3 colors. The bubble bath, one of my favorite. The lemon lolly, and then a real pretty blue. That's the azure afternoon. Yeah, really pretty blue. So what I did was I took that lemon lolly, and then I used the dark Daffodil Delight marker and just colored it because I wanted to add a little ribbon. And I love the edge of this with the silver just to add a little sparkle. Okay. So we're going to get our nice puffy bow. Trim our tails. And then I'm going to add this right down here to the corner, just like I did on the card front. I'll put a couple glue dots there. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna set this aside for a second. And so here's the card. And then here's our scrapbook embellishment that we're gonna create. So we took a 12 by 12 base. Can you see that? I hope I can get it all in. Yep. All right. And then I'm gonna lay this down. Okay, and then I'm just gonna focus on 2 photos. Do a double photo mat or a double photo. What I'm hoping is the grandkids are coming from Florida for a visit, and I want to take them to the zoo and then recreate a scrapbook page. My adorable little guys. Okay, so we're gonna try to find the center there, and then that same strip I'm gonna just lengthen the scrapbook page, or give you the visual of a full strip, because this paper only comes 6 by 6. So by tucking it underneath of here, it gives you the illusion of a full 12-inch strip. Okay, so I'm going to layer this right about there. And then I'll put this down. I'm going to keep that there. We'll adhere this first, this strip. These are, let's see, they're like 1 1/4 inches. And like I said, it doesn't come in 12-inch strips. So again, I'm using the Tombow glue that gives me just that little bit of wiggle room to layer that on there. Then I'll do the same thing with the other side. I'll tuck that underneath. Okay. It's about maybe 3/4 of an inch up is what I did. Okay, and then we're going to layer, make sure that's down. I'm going to glue these little guys, it's kind of like the title, creating a title for your scrapbook page. And then just lay this right down, kind of lining up your designer series paper so it looks like you've got a full 12-inch strip. And then, okay, oh, they're so cute. So cute. All right, and then these 2 squares are Lost Lagoon. I cut these at, let's see, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 because I'm going to choose to do a 4 by 6 photo is what I'll focus on here. So you're just going to go ahead and glue that down. Sometimes I add an additional mat, but I just kind of want the picture, my photo, to be focal point once I add them. I kind of call this crop and drop, where at my classes, they don't bring photos. They just come, make the pages, which is cropping, and then they can drop their photos later and then create what it is we create a year of memories. Okay, so that is how I've turned my little monkeys, my little monkey bundle card into a scrapbook page. So there you have a regular size card, and now we have 1/2 of our 12 by 12. Unless it's a title page or an ending page in an album, they always make a double page spread. So I'll show you for class this month that they'll add this to their album. And what I did was basically took the same size that we used on the card, but I turned it and then added an additional layer so that we could use the other monkey that was just swinging. And then I'm going to swap this out for that. This is the retired ribbon, but I really, really love this lemon lolly colored with the blend. So I'll switch that out on the page. But so there, that gives you 2 pages. So this is what I call the double page spread for a 12 by 12 album. Again, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. I'm Trisha Bellinger, and would invite you to check out my blog, www.smittenstamper.com. Oops, it's going to be hard to put these both in here, but I would love to share more inspiration with you on my blog. There is samples of other cards and other scrapbook pages that I've created. You can find my online store there to purchase any Stampin' Up! Products. And I hope you enjoyed my video. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. I'll be showing you more of the scrapbook pages that they're going to create by using the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. So have a great day. Till I see you next time.